I had an personal experience of this ideology growing from the, I would say, cradle of the church. This Russian world ideology is really a product of the church, and I would explain it in transactional terms, as I witnessed it being in Moscow, because I spent quite a lot of time in Moscow. I lived just like 1 kilometer from the Kremlin, next to the Kremlin, literally, and I saw it growing, and I saw how the church tried to sell it to the Kremlin. So basically, you may consider this ideology as a sort of product, an intellectual product, not necessarily like like MacBook Pros. It's more like artificial intelligence, right?
Okay.
You cannot touch it, but you can sell it, and that's exactly what the church tries to do. It has produced, Patrick Kirill personally has produced this ideological construction, where he included the elements of the Soviet times, of the Soviet ideology, the elements of the Russian monarchy before the revolution, the Romanovs monarchy, some medieval ideas like Moscow the Third Rome. It's a medieval component. He combined those elements together, attached them together, and then he tried to sell this ideology to the Kremlin, and the Kremlin bought it. So there was a transaction, and because before that, the Kremlin didn't have any ideology. Moreover, ideology is prohibited by the Russian constitution, but of course, no one cares about constitution. My point is that the Kremlin did not care about ideology, didn't even consider a new ideology as something important. And Kirill convinced Putin personally that ideology matters, that the Kremlin needs to have an ideology. The Kremlin believed it and bought this product, which was produced by the church. And of course, the church received real money, real resources by selling this product. Became rich. The Russian church has become the largest recipient of the grants, official grants from the Russian government, for example. And this is the payment for this ideology.